In this video, I'm going to show you how to build sales funnels in WordPress. So if you're not familiar with sales funnels, these are steps or a buyer's journey to purchase a product or a service. So one of the popular programs out there is called ClickFunnels. It does a fantastic job, but thankfully we have an option now in WordPress. And in my opinion, WordPress does even a better job. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set it all up, all the tools that you need in order for you to run your own sales funnels. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is great hosting. So the company that I recommend is called SiteGround. They also host WordPress websites. And as you can see here, they're trusted by owners of 2 million domains. So that is quite a lot of domains. In fact, I also use this service myself, so I highly recommend it. Now, the reason why you need a great hosting is this is your foundation for your sales funnels. So if you choose a hosting company that is not solid, the problem is while you're selling your products or services, if something goes wrong on your hosting, pretty much that means that people can't access your own website. So this is why I recommend this. Okay, so moving on, the second thing I'm going to talk about, or the second thing that you're going to need is the page builder. So what a page builder does is it allows you to build your pages using drag and drop. Similar to ClickFunnels, they also have their own system where you can drag and drop images, buttons, background images, and so on. Similarly, in WordPress, we also have a system that allows you to do that. And in my opinion, Divi does a fantastic job, and I'll also be showing you how to use this. So if I come over here, you can see here that this is the most popular one, and it has more than 600,000 customers. So it's really powerful. In fact, this is the most popular page builders out there. And then when we scroll down here, there's some videos, some demo videos as well. It also comes with layouts, so you can actually use their own pages as you build your own websites. So I'll also be showing you how to set it up and how to use it. Thirdly, this is the system that we actually need to install that allows you to build these steps. So the steps I'm talking about here are the landing pages, the upsells, the downsells, the order bumps. So this plugin that allows you to create all these steps is called Cartflows. And again, it's very easy to use, as you shall see in today's video. Finally, let's talk about the email autoresponder. The one that I recommend is called ConvertKit. This is where you can save all your emails, send emails out, automate them. So these are the tools that you need. Now, let me show you how to put everything together and build your first sales funnel. Okay, so over here, I've gone ahead and I have signed up for my hosting account. So it's all up and running. So here, as you can see, this is my WordPress admin dashboard. So let me show you how this works. So in order for you to install plugins or themes, all you have to do is to come to the specific place here. So for example, in this case here, there's plugins, there's also themes. So let's start with the theme. So over here on appearance themes. So once you come over here, you have several themes here. So remember, I mentioned that you need to use Divi because that's the one I recommend, but of course you can use others. So what you need to do is to sign up for a membership account with Elegant Themes. All the links to everything I'm discussing are going to be in the video description below. Okay, so I already have an account. So all you have to do is to come over here, click on My Downloads, and then you want to download the theme. So if I download here, you can see here it's downloaded onto my computer. And then all you have to do is to come back to your admin dashboard, click on Add New, click Upload Theme, choose File, and then you want to navigate to where you downloaded it. So I'm going to come over here to my Downloads folder, double click on Divi, click Install. Now in my case, I've already installed it. This is why I'm getting this destination folder already exists. So anyhow, I'm going to come back over here to themes, and this is where it is. So once you've installed it, all you have to do is to click on Activate, and that's all you need to do. Now let's move on to the next thing, and this is Cartflows. So this is the software that allows us to build these funnels. So first of all, I'm going to head over to the website over here. And again, I have a license. So if I come over here to downloads, this will show me where all my plugins are. So I'm going to click here on downloads. Okay, so we have Cartflows Pro. Now this is the one that allows you to have your upsells, downsells, and order bumps. So all you have to do is to hit download. So now it's downloading. And then you're also going to need your API key. So this is the license key. Now back over here, let's install Cartflows. So to install it, you come over here to plugins, click on add new, and then all you have to do is to click on upload plugin, choose file, double click on Cartflows, click on install. And again, I've already installed mine, so I might even get a similar error. Okay, so here it says the destination folder already exists. So we have the page builder, we have Cartflows. So we need a way to capture all these payments when someone comes to our website to purchase a product or a service. And thankfully, in the WordPress ecosystem, we have what is known as WooCommerce. It's a payment gateway. It's absolutely free and it works seamlessly with WordPress. So let's go ahead and install that. So back over here to plugins, I'm going to click on add new. So this time you can search for it here. So it's called WooCommerce. There we go. So again, I've already installed it. So the message I'm getting here is activate. So I'm going to go ahead and activate it. So now we can accept payments on our website. Now you will see in a moment how easy it is to put all these steps together and see them working in one go. So these steps that I'm doing, they only need to be done once. And once you've done this, that's it. The next time you're in, you just be building funnels and sales pages. Okay, so now that it's installed, all I have to do now is to activate it. So I'm going to hit activate. I'm also going to activate the Pro. Here on WooCommerce, is one thing that we need to do. We're going to click here on settings. So first of all, on the general tab, you want to enter your address. On the products here, we don't need to worry about setting anything at all on this page. Shipping, we don't need to worry about that either. Just leave it as it is. The most important tab here is the payments tab. So this is where you want to set up PayPal and also Stripe, because these are the two ways really that you can use to accept payments on your website. So I've gone ahead and activated PayPal, and then you can just hit save changes. Now over here on accounts and privacy, it's important here to make sure that you check allow customers to create an account during checkout. So when someone comes to your website and they bought a product, you can automatically create an account for them. Okay, so that's all you need to do here. Now let's head over to Cartflows. So once it's installed, it shows up here. So let's go to our settings. And over here, you'd also need to do a few settings. So the most important one here is show templates designed with, and then it has these options. So remember, I was talking about page builders and I mentioned Elementor, Beaver Builder, and so on. So over here, I've selected Divi because that's the page builder that we installed earlier on. Okay, so that's all we need to do here. So that's looking great. Now let's head over here to Flows. So on Flows, these are your sales funnels. So to set them up is very easy. You just come over here to Flows. Now you want to give your sales funnels a name. So let's add a brand new one. So I'm going to hit on add new. So these are the current templates that come with Cartflows. However, we can design our own, or we can even buy some templates to replace the basic designs that we have here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit import, and this is going to import my steps, which is brilliant. And then I can go in and move around things however I want. So as you can see here, all are imported, and this is where we are. Now, so on the top here, let's give this sales funnel a name. So I'm going to call it my new sales funnel. But of course, it can be a product, it could be ebook giveaway, it could be free course, it could be anything. So I'm just calling this my new funnel. Great. So I'm going to hit here on update. Now, let me show you what is happening here. So this is the landing page. So I'm going to open this just to take a quick peek and see what this looks like. So this is the first step, and this is the landing page. So if we take a look at this, you can see here, main offer heading goes here. If I scroll down, it has the features. So this is the landing page you want to be pushing traffic to, maybe via paid ads or even social media traffic. Okay, so this is your landing page. So when someone clicks here on Get Started Now, it takes them to the checkout page, which we haven't set up yet. So this is the next step that we need to talk about. So back over here, You can see no product is assigned. So let's say you have a free giveaway that you were, maybe it's an ebook or maybe it's a free course just to generate your leads, or it can be even a paid product. What you need to do is to come over here to products and click on add new. Now, let me show you how easy it is to set up a product. So all you have to do here is to give it a name and a price. So let's say this product is an ebook for $29. So I'm just going to add here ebook, and then over here, this is a simple product. Great. And then all you have to do is to add your price. So let's say the price is $29. That's all we need to do. Click on publish. Now let's say you have another product you want to add here on the list. So this is an ebook. Let's add another one. So I'm going to click here on add new. So this one here could be a course. So let's call this course. And this one here costs $149. Hit publish. Excellent. So now we have two products. Now let's see how all this works together. So if I come back over here on flows, and this is our new sales funnel, I'm going to click on edit. Now here on the checkout page, I just need to hit edit, and then I can add my product here, the product that we've just added. So the first product is an ebook. So I'm just going to type ebook, and here it is. I'm going to select it. Next, I can come over here to order bump. So if I need to add an order bump, I can add it over here. But of course, in this example, we're just going to keep everything simple. Next, we're going to come over here to checkout fields. I'm going to enable the checkout field editor, because here you can disable fields that you don't need. So in this case, I just need to collect the name and the email address. So I'm going to disable all these. Okay, so now we have the first name and email address. So that's all I need to do. I'm going to hit update. Great. Now, let's take a look at how things are looking so far. So I'm going to come over here to Cartflows, and then I'm going to hit my new sales funnel. Then we're back here on the landing page. So if I open this landing page, so just like how it was before, if I click on get started now, you'll notice that we are going to have a product on that page. So I'm going to click here on get started now. And here's our product. This is an ebook for £29, but of course you can set this as dollars if you want to, and PayPal is activated. So here as well, you can set up coupon codes. So let's say you have a promotion, you can set it all up here. So when they apply the coupon code, this price is discounted. And over here as well, the good thing is once people sign up for or buy this course or this ebook with their name and email address, it gets added onto your email autoresponder. So as you can see here, I have ConvertKit, and this is where my list is. Right now, I'm currently on 3,449, and it's actually really growing. And over here, you can see I have 2 subscribers. This is just today, but of course it could be improved. Right, so back over here, this is the thank you page. So let's say someone comes over here, they proceed to PayPal. As soon as they finish paying for the product, they get taken to the thank you page. And let me show you what the thank you page looks like. So I'm just going to hit view, and this is just the basic design. So now let's say you want to add your upsells and downsells. How do we do this? Well, let me show you how to do that. It's very, very easy. All you have to do is to come back over here to the actual funnel, and then all you need to do is to click on add new step. And then now we have all these options. So notice we have upsell. So I can just click here, and then we're going to have the templates that go with the upsell. So I'm going to click on import to add this one here. Okay, so now we have an upsell. So ideally, you want to have your checkout page. While they're on the checkout page, before they go to the thank you page, you want to make sure that your upsell is the next step. So as you can see, I'm actually dragging and dropping all my steps. So I've just dragged my my product here. Now I need to go in and add the actual upsell. So I'm going to hit edit, and then over here on the product, remember we created a product called course. I'm going to select it, click on update, and that's all I need to do. So now I can go back to my flows, click on new sales funnel. So now my upsell has a product. Now let's take a quick look at this. So here we go. You can actually come in here, change this copy, change it to whatever you want. But if you hit on add to my order, this gets added to your order, which is the ebook. Great. So let's say you want to add a downsell. Again, you can click on add new step. And then you can choose downsell. And then you can choose your template here. We're going to import it. And then let's drag it into position. So how this is going to work is they first get on the landing page and then they buy the first product. So this could be like the ebook in our case. So they hit checkout, the checkout page. Now, before they get the thank you page, they get an upsell. So this will be a one-time offer. If you're not interested, you can just click on this button here that says no thanks, I'll pass. So once you click on that, it takes you then to the downsell. So this could be a third product, which is way cheaper. So again, if you don't like the downsell, in fact, let's have a look at this page so we can see what it looks like. So this is downsell. So again, over here, we had two options, add to my order or no thanks, I'll pass. So if you hit no thanks, I'll pass, the final step here is the thank you page. So that is how the sales funnels work. So let's say as this is working, you come over here, you take a look at your analytics, and then it's showing you that, oh, you know what, actually your downsells, your upsells, they're not actually bringing in enough revenue. And this is actually a really cool thing because we can actually see here in our analytics report what is happening. So let's say this stage here, the upsell is not really working and you want to get rid of it. Well, that's straightforward. All you have to do is to come over here, hit delete, click OK. That step is gone. Likewise, let's say you've built a product and you can see it's functioning really well, it's amazing, but you want to add an upsell because you've just created a new course or you have a new service that you're trying to promote. You can just come over here, click on add new step, and that step is added. So this is how easy it is to set up your sales funnels. Now, here's another important thing. How many funnels can we create with Cartflows? The answer to that is unlimited. Okay, so you can come over here to flows. So we've just created here my new sales funnel. We have another one here called Sales Mastery. You can keep adding more and more and more and more. There's no limitations. And this is why, in my opinion, this is great because with ClickFunnels, you are limited depending on which package you choose. Now, let's touch on one very important thing here, and that is how do you actually build these sales funnels to make them look the way you want them to look? Well, this is where the page builder comes in, and it's very, 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 very easy to use. Let me show you how quickly we can change the design of this page. So I'm going to come back over here to this funnel here, and I'm just going to work on the landing page because the way to make changes to these landing pages is pretty much the same on any of these steps. So let's go in and let's design something here. So I'm going to click here on edit. So now to edit this, I'm going to click on build on front end because this is what takes us to the page builder. So I'm going to click here. Right. So here's the thing. So let's say we want to start changing backgrounds. We want to start changing, all this stuff here. All you need to do is to look for this gear icon. So this gear icon enables you to go into whatever part of the builder to make changes to. So if I click here on section settings, I'm going to click here on background, and you can see this is where we get this background image that we have here. Now we want to add our own background image. So I am going to delete this one. And then in fact, you can add a color if you want, a solid color. So let's say you want to add black. That's what it looks like. But you know what? Let's add an image. So to add the image, we want to come over here to the third tab. Click this plus button. So the image we're going to go with is, let's say we go with this one here. Upload an image. And now my image has been added. But of course, things don't look great here because things are really, really dark. But of course, you can go in and fix that. It's quite easy to do. So to make this image a bit darker, so things in the background here are easier to read, all you have to do is to come back over here on the first tab. You can see here black is selected. Okay, so we want to scroll down here, and then on image blend, you want to click on this normal, change it to multiply. So this is going to turn everything black. So all I have to do now is to come back to my background color here, click anywhere here, and then just drag the slider to add some transparency. So now you can see we have a bit of transparency in the background. So that's how you add your background images. Now, let's say you want to delete something. So for example, we have something here. I can just click on this trash can and that deletes that part. Now, we also have a few things that we can make changes to here. So let's say you want to add an image in this area here. All I have to do is to click on this gear icon, click on this image place item here. And let's say the image I need to add here is this image of money, right? I can click upload an image, and just like that, I've added my image with the money, and then I can save that. Now, over here, we have this text. How do we customize this? So first of all, we want to make this text easier to read. So I can click here on this gear icon, click on design. And you notice that when I put my mouse over here, we get this little brush tool. So if I click on it, it takes me directly to go and edit this text. So if I click here, right away, I'm here in this area. I can just click on this color and my color is changed to white. Again, let me change this description text here. I'll click this little brush tool. It will take me directly to where I need to make my changes to. Click that to white. I can come over here to my pre-heading, do the same thing, change this to white. Now, let's say I need to work on this button and make changes to this. So all I have to do is to save this first. Then I'll mouse over this button, click on this gear icon, and this will take me to my button settings. I'm going to click on the design tab, button, and I can actually start making changes to this. So first of all, as you can see here, we don't have a background color on our button. So I can just click here and add my background color. Now things are quite difficult to read because the color here is not great. So let's change our button text color. We're going to make it white so it's easier to read. And then over here for the border width, we can make it red as well. So as you can see, using a few clicks, I've gone in and I've managed to make changes to this. So I'm going to save this, and this applies to everywhere else. If you want to change information here, you can just click here on module settings. You can come over here, change your icon, and so on. So I have some landing pages that I'm giving away if you decide to purchase any of these products. But before I show you how to set it all up, I'd like to say you'll be amazed how easy it is on how to add these layouts onto your pages. So if you don't want to go through the whole process of designing this yourself, it's a drag and drop situation. Let me show you. So let's say you want to get rid of this landing page here with a new one, or with the one that someone else has designed. Now over here, I have an example, and the example here is for a course landing page. So let's say you sell courses. This is the landing page that you would ideally use as your starting point. So here's the file. I'm just going to drag it over here, just like that. And then next, I need to click on replace existing content, and then import Divi Builder layout. Now notice what happens. This layout I've just dragged in is going to replace everything that we have on this page, and it is amazing. Look at that. So now it has replaced everything. I know we have the same image here, but this is a brand new layout. Look at that. Testimonials. So still you can go in, you can change these images of these testimonials. You can change the name. Let's say this is Janet. So you can see here the name has been updated. I'm going to save. So this is how easy it is to go in and just drag and drop different types of layouts. Now I'll be designing a lot of layouts for different industries. So it'll be a good idea that once you've purchased any of these products, drop me an email, let me know that you've purchased any of these, and then I'll give you access to all of this. My goal is to help you build sales funnels in WordPress. Now let's save this. Now you can see here we have this white space. Let's say you want to get rid of that. All you have to do is to put your mouse just above that blue line and then just drag up just like that. And that space is gone. So I'm going to save this, and then we're going to go back into our dashboard, and let's see the final settings that we need to do to make sure that this is working fine. So back over here on my flows, this is the funnel that I'm working on. I'm going to click here. And this is where you want to, in most cases, enable test mode is ticked. So once you're ready to publish this, all you have to do is to disable enable test mode. So this makes it live. And all you have to do now is to actually go into each and every one of these. So instead of calling it landing page, you can actually give it a name and say maybe ebook giveaway. So I'm going to say ebook giveaway. And then I'm going to come over here as well and edit the permalink just like that. Now, I'm just tidying up things, but it doesn't mean that if you set it up this way, it won't work. Definitely things will work fine. So I'm going to hit update. So let's say it's time now to promote your landing page or your product. So all you have to do is to come over here, click on edit, and this is the link that you need. So I'm going to highlight the whole thing like that. Now you can go to social media, Facebook, your Facebook ads, whatever it is. So this is what you'll be linking to. So if I hit that, it's going to take me to this landing page, and there we go. So that's the landing page that people would see when they come to your website. And then when they click on these buttons here, they'll be taken into all the steps, all the sales funnel steps. Now, here's something that I was working on the other day. I was playing around with some designs, and this is what I managed to come up with. So as you can see here, this is really powerful. It's very easy to set up. So that's all I have for you in today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments box below, and I will be glad to respond to them. Until next time, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.